What's up, y'all? So everybody always asking me about my makeup, what I use, how do I do it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just give y'all a quick video on my everyday makeup look and let me know how it works for y'all. So I'm gonna start off by washing my face, making sure that I remove all excess makeup or any oil or anything that may be on my face. And I'm just using a brand, is called Simple Moisturizing Face Wash, and I'm going to use a warm, damp cloth to remove the soap. So I already did my eyebrows off camera, and basically what I'm doing here is taking the same concealer that I used around my eyebrows and just putting the excess underneath my eyes just to even out my skin before I put the foundation and concealer. And I also wanted to add that my beauty blender is damp, by the way. I use a damp beauty blender every time. I don't like using a dry one because I feel like it just smudges instead of blends it in. So after I get that all blended in, I am going to now apply my foundation all over my face. So to blend out my foundation, I use a beauty blender as well, but this one has a flat side and it has a pointed side. For the flat side, I use that just for around my face, and I use the pointed side to get into the corners that the flat side won't reach. And I just blend it out until it's all like set in, as you'll see me doing here. I love making sure that it is completely blended and everything is even. As you can see, it's starting to give like clear skin. And so right here, I'm just blending out underneath my eyebrows once again, just to make sure that all of the concealer blends in with my foundation. So me personally, I love a bright under eye, so my concealer is about 2 shades lighter than my skin color, and I'm just taking a flat foundation brush, and I use that one because it's super thick. I got it at my local beauty supply store, and I'm going to blend that in. And as you can see, I'm blending the concealer out. I'm not keeping it in one spot, blending it out, spreading it, and making an even layer. Go subscribe to my friend Tamia. I know y'all see her keep popping in and out. Her channel name is Keeping Up With T. But yeah, so I'm gonna just keep patting this into my skin until it's blended all the way out. Cannot lie, it's definitely giving skin. So now I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and just pat that into my skin a little bit more, because we don't need no flashback or anything like that, just making sure it's blended all the way out. And also do not forget that my beauty blender is damp. I feel like it's blended all the way in. I'm going to set it with a translucent setting powder using the same blender. I'm just pressing the setting powder into my skin on top of the concealer that I just applied. So now I'm gonna take a flat brush and pat that setting powder in. I don't dust it off because I don't want to smear it, but I'm just patting it into my skin to give it like a smooth finished look. And right here, I'm just doing a quick little light test to see how everything's looking. Right here, I'm just saying what's up to Tamia's vlog. After I set that all in, I'm going to apply my contour now. I prefer liquid, and then I like buff it out with the powder. So now I'm gonna just take this powder that's closer to my skin and use that to blend out the contour I just applied. And I don't use a dark shade to blend it out because I do not want a super heavy, thick contour. I want it blended out and as soft as possible. After blending it out with the brush, I go back in with the beauty blender that I use for my foundation just to blend it in a little bit more so we don't have any harsh lines. And for my nose, I'm going to use a smaller, much fluffier brush just to completely blend out my nose, blending it upwards into my eyelid just to even it out. And once I feel like the liquid is all blended in, I'm going to go in with the powder now. And the shade is similar to the contour shade, and I'm just blending it out a little bit more so that the lines aren't harsh and for a more natural look. Because I don't know about y'all, but I love my nose to be snatched. Now that that's blended, I'm going to use the same concealer blender and just go over it again just to blend my nose back in with my under eye. Now it's time to add some blush. So for blush, this is a modern Renaissance palette that I have. It's just really beat up. I've had it for a while, and I'm just using like a peach shade, applying it right on top of the contour I just did, lightly patting it so there's no heavy blotches of blush. And I always apply a little bit on my nose. I just love the way that looks. For my lips, I use a brown pencil. This is probably like $1 at the drugstore. And I'm just lining my lips to get the shape that I want. And now I'm going to go in with the angled brush that I use for my brows and clean up the pencil just to give it a sharper, like more clean look. This is the same concealer that I used on my brows as well. So now to blend that out, I'm going to use my foundation blender just to even everything out. Now I'm using a NYX Nude lipstick and applying it inside the lines from the brown liner and just patting it in to blend it out. And taking a nude lipstick from Fenty and applying that in the middle on top and just blending that as well, just to have like the ombre effect. And so just going back in with the powder brush and blending everything out again one last time just to make sure that the whole face is set. And this is the final look. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if y'all want me to do more videos like this.